If ghetto culture was in the dictionary, I think Lil Boosie's face would be right there. Right there, next to Sexy Red. Sexy Red and Lil Boosie. There has never been a moment where I have seen this dude, whether in an interview or viral clip, where he is not the complete and absolute embodiment of the most ghettoest, ratchetest mentality that a man could never have. I am astounded. And so when I saw this pop up, I thought to myself, should you be surprised? Absolutely the hell not. Are you? Absolutely the hell yes. I can't get over it. I can't get myself to a place where I'm like, yeah, this is normal behavior. Now, on one side, we have the actual context of this video, which is the fact that Lil Boosie now has, I think he he didn't give birth, but one of his baby mamas has now given birth to his 9th or 8th child from multitudes of women, his own personal harem. And he essentially wants to breed some more. Now, I'll be a hypocrite not to bring up guys like Elon, to say Elon is pumping these babies out at an unprecedented rate. As a matter of fact, they say that he's doing the in vitro, whatever type of situation. He's trying to get it done faster than he can. He don't even got the time to lay up and do the natural thing, which is quite unfortunate for him. But he's not even willing to, settle down and do the natural thing. He's plugging them up. So he is a serial baby daddy. Nick Cannon, serial baby daddy. And for me, I have a serial problem with, a multitude of baby mamas, etc., even if you have the financial backing to support these children. Even if you have it. Shout out to Elon for actually doing good in this world as far as his businesses go and as far as what he's done with Doge in the U.S. government. Shout out to you for that. But the serial baby daddiness, especially coming outside of the context of marriage or, that singular family. Maybe you got divorced 1-2 times and, you have a combined or a joint family. But that's not what's going on here. It's just like you reproduce. I want to reproduce. That right there, I believe it's a ghetto mentality. Because in the ghetto, you find, 13 baby mamas, 7 baby daddies. Every year, a new baby by a new somebody else. And they see this as normal. So that's one part. But the other part that really threw me all the way off, y'all will see his interaction with his mother as he explained this. So let's go ahead and get into it.
See how beautiful that damn baby is? I'm going right back in, Mama.
Jay say on his way to bring you up the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 more grandchildren.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no.
I'm slanging it. I'm slanging it.
Oh, my.
He's talking to his mother, elderly woman. Now, I'm guessing she might just be as ghetto and ratchet as he is. She's from it, Louisiana, Baton Rouge. Like, they from it. They're from those elements, right? I completely understand that. But come on, brother. You about a 60-year-old man and still moving like you gangster. Come on, man. Maybe you are. I'm not gonna play. Look, I know where to pick my battles. Boosie is not the one. He will likely knock you upside the head for just looking at him some type of way, right? He could be a funny dude, a caricature, right? Amongst other things, but damn it, these things have to be called out. They do, but let us continue.
God.
I'm slanging it. I'm slanging it.
Lord, put a stop to that.
God ain't putting no stop to this. This motherfucker still shooting good. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus.
He gonna talk about thank you,
healthy
Jesus.
Children, bro.
Ain't about to bring Jesus into
Man,
this.
you know how people don't have one healthy child, nine healthy children. That's good. Boy, Elon Musk, I'm on y'all ass. Elon Musk, Nick Cannon, I'm on y'all ass, boy.
I heard somewhere, and there was a profound take. Why is it that, when a certain demographic of individuals aspire to be somebody like an Elon Musk, you see Elon and you think, I'm inspired by that. Why is it that it's the baby daddiness of it as opposed to the rocket ship of it? You get what I'm saying? Like, why is it not the aspiration of man? I want to change the world. I want to build, something that has never been built before. I want to innovate. I want to create. I want to take the planet from here to literally another planet. I aspire to change the world. No, it's I aspire to be a serial baby daddy. Why is that the example that... Oh, Lord, give me strength. Why aspire towards the most low level? Why aspire towards the most toxic of traits of an individual. Now, again, I believe in having multitudes of children, replenish the earth, be fruitful and multiply indeed. I really do. But in the context of as best as you can, in the context of that one relationship, build a foundation and let those babies be raised in that. Like, yes, having beautiful babies born, having beautiful babies who are healthy, that's a blessing. Those children are always going to be a blessing. But it's not a blessing to be born into those circumstances and that sort of environment, right? To where you don't know if you're going to get your father's time, if it's even possible to really do so. There's scattered seeds, scattered attention, scattered affection, scattered everything. As best as you may try, it's not going to be the same. Somebody try to argue to me, say, well, technically, it's actually better for you to have multitudes of women as opposed to one woman in one house. If you have multiple children with one woman, then you're going to have less time than if you have multiple in other. And I'm like, are you like, come on, bro. There's no way. I was about to really cook. There's no way. The brains must be deep fried at that point if that's what you truly believe. That a man and a woman in one household are going to have less time than a man and multiple women in multiple places with multiple different children. Make perfect sense for me. I believe you should have children if you have what is necessary for those children, which doesn't just mean the financial. Financial, yes, is important. But you have to have the capacity for those children. You have to have the ability to love and to be selfless enough to have those children, right? That's how you become a blessing to your children, like they're a blessing to you. Otherwise, it turns into a damn curse. And we see some of these kids running around in some of the damn videos I show, from the parents themselves to the kids. Oh, they're cooked. They are cooked.
I'm on y'all ass. I'm going right back in that oven. Elon Musk, I'm on y'all ass. I'm going right back in that oven. I'm taking the stitches out myself. I'm going to be waiting on the stitches to come out myself.
This dude's crazy.
God love me. I'm going right back in. I'm slanging. This. How many I got? I got 9 now.
Okay, 9. Okay.
I'm finna catch Nick Cannon. I'm on their ass. I'm slanging this. Catch Nick Cannon.
And I know he's joking, but he's really not. Like, the reality is that he's got 9 kids. Let me see how many baby mothers Lil Boosie has. Let me go ahead and see. Oh, wonderful. 7. So out of 9 kids, it's 7 different women. Interesting. 7 different women. 7 different households, 7 different lives, 7 different temperaments, 7 different abilities to or not to raise, 7 different women. Now, this ain't just me being, some people, oh, you a hater. You need to stop hating on these people. Let them live their lives. That's the problem. That's the exact problem. That's what got us to this place. That's why we continue to have a reproduction of essentially kids who become a drain on the system, if not a danger to the system. Well, not the system technically, but our society, right? They actually become the system itself. They become the problem. Statistically speaking, single parent households, whether or not you have that father figure in your life, these sorts of things are some of the highest indicators of success and failure, especially for a young boy. And young girls, they'll have their own issues when the father's not in the house. That's what he's creating intentionally, and thinks it's a joke, thinks it's a game, thinks it's just something to do. Maybe it's some sense of pride or whatever it is. And again, have the babies. But if you're going to have them in the best context, you have the resources. You could take care of them financially, sure. But that means nothing to a child who is not truly being raised. And let alone, Lil Boosie is the last type of person you really want being a father. Let's just be real. But unfortunately, some of the most fertile people are some of the most broken-minded or broken wallets. Like, some of the most poorest folks just happen to be the most fertile. Some of the most, poor in character, value, virtue, happen to be the ones who are reproducing the most, which is a very unfortunate thing. But it is the current reality because there's no value of the children. So they can just pump them out. It's whatever. They're reckless in the way that they're moving about. They're laying up with whatever, unprotected. Okay, let them do what they want to do. They're grown. They can lay up with who they want to lay up with. It's consensual. Okay, but they're still laying up unprotected and therefore creating the chance and the opportunity to have a child. That's what's happening. And then we have the highest abortion rates. So, you're just basically adding to those numbers on the other side. The children you don't have end up being unalived. And people like me are the problem. Interesting. That's real interesting. We're the problem, not the ones who are pumping these babies out indiscriminate. Not them. Okay. Now, I'm fortunate that I didn't, end up contracting something or end up having, essentially babies I wasn't ready to raise. I'm fortunate that when I was having my time in that little world, thinking I was the man because I was knocking something down, I'm thankful. I'm blessed. But that's why I'm able to extend this. I'm able to extend this message to y'all is because I know what it is to be a fool. And I know what sort of outcomes come from foolish behaviors. I'm going to have to watch my brother, not blood, but damn near was close as blood, his daughters be raised in a world without their father, passed away at 28 years old. 28 years old from an OD because he couldn't let that life go. And his beautiful daughters are going to have to be raised in a world without pops in them. That was a man who was not ready to have children. The way he was living all throughout even our youth, etc., into his adulthood. But unfortunately, that's what they're going to be raised in. And that's why I give a damn so much, because as funny as it can be, haha, I'm slaying this and that. But that's crazy. Talking to your mama like that is crazy. And if your mother's that type of person, it just shows you why, essentially Boosie is the man that he is. At least it tells a lot about who he is or why he is the way that he is. If that's the sort of, I have not had one conversation with my parents about bedroom activities, and I never plan on doing so. That is a complete boundary. That is an absolute red flag on either side. That is not my business. That is not their business. But again, this is what the culture feeds. This is what the culture supports. This is what it endorses. And so again, I'm going to call it out for what it is. All three of them faces right there. All three of them right here. Now, again, one is the wealthiest man in the world and the children will never want for anything. Two of them, they might go broke tomorrow. Rich, hopefully wealthy. Rich, hopefully wealthy. But we know how many situations where they're not the richest man in the world and they end up dead ass broke. And now the children are struggling. We got Cam Newton. He's talking about he feels inadequate now because he can't provide for his kids the same way that he did when he was in the league, but he still wants more babies with more women. Make it make sense. Make that make sense. Anyway, let's finish this out.
Wait, as soon as the stitches come out, going right back in. I told the people at the hospital, y'all might as well keep this room for me for next time. I told the people at the hospital, you might as well keep this room for me for next time. I'll be right back. I already told her. I said, I'll be right back. I told her, you might well keep this room for me for next year.
That man
Some
is
people
loaded.
bust our laugh. They say, Boosie, you crazy.
He's loaded. Okay, let's get into the comment section of this thing. I'm going to go back to the original post on X, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Boom. Okay. So what we got here? First message. A little bit of sanity. He told his mom, what? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. He told his mama what? He talks too much. LMFAO, kid for kid with Elon is crazy. Yeah. These has-beens really just be embarrassed. These has-beens just be embarrassing themselves on the internet for what? Yeah. WTF Boosie doing, bruh? Yeah, what is he doing? I don't know. Elon be wildin'. Facts. Elon do be wildin'. Bro, WTF. Nah, bro, wildin'. Thank you. There's a lot of common sense in here. Mama said, oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't even cuss around my parents. So if they watch my videos once in a while, I cuss. Hopefully it doesn't throw them off too much, but I got too much respect for them to do that. Talking about your to your mom is disgusting. Yeah, something mad wrong with this, man. Facts. Most of y'all in the comments ain't from the South because, oh, man, comments are okay. So, yeah, it's a Southern thing, right? Okay. So, hillbilly culture. Gotcha. This Negro is y'all's God, though. These are the type of black men you mofos idolize. Yeah. It's facts, isn't it? Look, that's facts. That's facts. This is who's worshipped and idolized. Oh, Boosie. Oh, Boosie. Oh, a grown man who is named a Lil Boosie. How old is this man right now? Let's see. Don't bring up Shannon Sharp numbers. 56. 42. Damn, I'm sorry. Boosie, please continue to take care of your health, brother. Please continue. I know that he's going through a lot of health complications and whatnot, and it's like on a damn near on a month-to-month basis something's going on. So I genuinely hope, I wish that on nobody, but 42? Damn, bruh. Life has been hard. Okay, 42 years old. You anything over 30 and you acting like this, damn it, over 25, 6. What is going on? Let me read out a couple more and then we out of here. 3 effing clowns. WTF, wrong with Boosie for real. Grown man. No wonder the black community is in such peril. Yup. And you know, before I used to claim that this is the subculture, but now I've accepted that this is the mainstream culture, and what's become the subculture is everything else. If you're alternative, if you're anything other than this mold, and you don't endorse, promote, and at some extent, you're not kind of egging it on or enabling it. Because if you're enabling, you might as well be a part of it. People who want to silence this type of conversation are basically a part of it. The baby mama, baby daddy conversation is to be had. Why? Because it should be a problem. It should be the solution that we are looking to build homes, marriage, that sort of thing. But instead, the majority or the overall culture says, no, that's fine. No, that's not what we do anymore. This is what's normal. That's what a culture is. A cult, it's like cult is a powerful root word in there, but like a culture medium, like blood or whatever, right? Whatever that ecosystem is made of, that's its culture in essence. So it's the things that you do, the things that you value, how you project yourself and present yourself to the external world, as well as, thoughts, beliefs, etc., the internal world. That's what a culture is made of. And when we wear this one culture, we get these sorts of results. So yeah, we got to do better, Boosie. Take care of your health too, brother. I see it under the eyes here, and devastating. I hope the best for you though. I hope you can. I mean, damn it, you're a 42-year-old man. I'm talking to you like you're 18 or something like that. Nah, you might be cooked. But all the best, and definitely all the best to those babies. Good luck. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. But I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking a 3, 6, 5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.